12 seconds? How did they get 17 seconds? All right, come on. Come on. Oh, no. No. All right, I'm still going for it. I'm still going for it. Oh, I can't go for it anymore. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. This is ScrapMan bringing you another episode of Trailmakers. And today we have a special episode because there's been a new update with some new parts and even a new entire part to the race map. There is now a circuit, a completely tarmac circuit course that you have to do 2 laps around. And they're having a special event. The Trailmakers developers are having a special event, which you can actually win a 3D printed model of your car. Now, the rules of the event are right over here. We have to race on the speed circuit, which is right behind us. We have to race in the Formula League, which is actually a new addition to the game. They have different leagues of creations now, depending on your power core usage. And then you have to set your time before April 19th. So this episode, we're going to focus on trying to create the fastest circuit car that we can in the Formula League. I have a lot of doubts that I'm going to be able to figure out how to make something faster than what you guys have already made. I'm sure you guys have spent dozens and dozens of hours on fine-tuning a lot of your creations, and I just don't have that kind of time anymore. But we're going to see how close we can get in this episode, what's the best thing that we can get in this episode, and maybe that'll encourage you guys to try as well if you guys have the game. And I'm also realizing if I actually end up getting first place in this episode, you're gonna know exactly how to build my car, and then you can just try to improve on that. So I'm kind of shooting myself in the foot here by filming this, but I don't have high hopes for getting to that point anyway. But before we actually get to the race, let's actually go over some of the changes that are in this update. So the first thing we're gonna go over is the leagues. There are different leagues of cars or vehicles now, depending on how many power cores you use. Now, this race that we're going to be doing is the Formula League, and the Formula League means I can use 6 to 10 power cores. Now, there are actually 7 different leagues right now. The 0 power core league, which is actually really interesting, is the Bionic League. And the reason why I think they name it that is because in order to build something with 0 power cores, you have to use some of the rotating pieces that aren't like servos or engines or things like that. So you're pretty much creating like a walker. So that's why they call it the Bionic League, I think. Then you have the 1 power core only league, which is the Go-Kart League. 2 to 5 power cores is the Muscle League. Then you have 6 to 10, which is the Formula League that we'll be doing in this episode. 11 to 15 is the Jet League. 16 to 30 power cores is the Supersonic League. Can you actually break the sound barrier with only 30 power cores? And then you have unlimited power cores, which is the Space League. So I think it's pretty cool to actually have different leagues, because that's what in the multiplayer videos, we've been kind of setting our own power core limits just arbitrarily, because that's the only way to really make it fair. So now that they have official designations, that actually makes things much easier. So the next really awesome thing in this update that I want to go over is there's some new parts and some new redesigns. You can see the wheel has a slight redesign here. It actually uses some of your color scheme. And I think the Bulldog engine has a slight redesign down here, so different colors, a slightly different shape, I think. But the major thing, for me at least, is these connector blocks. We have a 1x2 connector, we have a 1x3 connector, and a 1x4 connector. Now, what these things are gonna be good for is attaching things together that don't have a good attachment point without taking up a ton of space. So to give you like the prime example that I can think of is, let's spawn in, let's say a Dragon Jet engine right here. Now this Dragon Jet engine doesn't have any connecting points on the front or the back. And as you can see, there's also a new update with the exclamation point here. So this exclamation point actually tells me if it's not connected to my seat. Now, if I just go ahead and put it in the back like this, I'm sure many of you have probably done this in like your first time playing the game. You think that this is attached to your thing, and then you go and spawn it in and you realize that they're actually not attached at all. But now we can just put that thing back there, go into our connector right here. We could just get the flat connector, the 1x2, and there we go. And also we should probably put one on this side as well, just for symmetry's sake. And just like that, now it is actually connected to the seats. And now we have a rocket seat. Woo! Actually, this thing works pretty well. Look at this. Look at this. This is amazing. This is not at all what I intended for this to be. But this is actually way better than I thought it was going to be. So yeah, this is something that this is a vehicle that could not exist before these connector pieces, unless you wanted it to make it a little bit more bulky. Oop. So now another new addition they've made is you can use the arrow keys to nudge your parts back and forth, up and down. And if you hold shift, you'll actually switch which plane you're going on. So that's kind of cool. A bug I've noticed though is, as you can see, this build box or this selection box is not aligned with my actual materials here. So that's new. I'm sure it's a side effect of the updates that they've made, and I'm sure they're gonna fix it soon. But if you guys are watching this, fix this. This is weird. All right, I think that covers the major content additions to this game. Other than that, they just made a lot of optimizations and quality of performance improvements. So let's get to the speed circuit over here. So I'm gonna go ahead and spawn in one of my older creations from when we actually did, I think this is from the drag race, actually. Yeah, I think this is when we did the multiplayer drag race, and this is one of the vehicles that I had made for that. And this is actually 10 power cores exactly, so this just falls into the Formula League. So let's see how this one compares to what is already on the leaderboard. All right, so here we are. We're going across the bridge here onto the speed circuit. So now we are in the Formula League, correct? And we have 17 seconds is the current record. That is currently the top position for the 3D printed car. Now, I tried this with a random creation of mine, my flying car, just to get a feel for how this works. I didn't know if it was 1 lap or 2 laps or 3 laps. And I know that now it is 2 laps around this entire circuit course in order to get 17 seconds, which is, that just feels downright impossible pretty much. But we're gonna try it with this car right now. I don't think this car turns nearly well enough. I think I actually adjusted. Oh, wait, we should go. We should probably get going, huh? I think I adjusted my oh, whoa, this car turns way more than I thought it was going to, actually. Well, we just ruined our score right there. Let's just get a feel for it first. All right. We're already at almost 17 seconds. Yeah, we can't even beat 1 lap in 17 seconds with this car right now. And I think that's mostly because I can't turn with this thing very well. You know what? Maybe if I could adjust for that without it messing me up, I could probably get an okay time, but we're doing absolutely terrible with this. You know what? I might need a tail fin on this. I'm thinking about putting a tail fin on this thing. All right, so there we go. 45, almost 46 seconds on my first attempt. So absolutely terrible in comparison to the first place there. So I feel like my speed is decent on this thing, but I just don't have enough turning control. So let's experiment with a tail fin. I really think the goal here is minimizing weight while maximizing thrust. I kind of feel like engines aren't the best use of the power cores compared to thrusters, but I could be wrong, but I'm gonna go with that for now. So let's do an experiment here with some tail fins to hopefully prevent myself from spinning out too much. Let's see if this makes any difference. All right, here we go. We're in the start zone. 3, 2, 1. All right, we didn't get the best start that we could have. All right, now let's see how the turning feels. Oh, this is much better. It was much better until that happened, but I didn't like the view there. What view are we on? All right, let's go with the orbit camera for this one. Let's try this again. But the tail fins made a huge difference in turning ability. Come on. No, I thought I was going to hit the gate there. I really thought I was going to explode. Oh, I should probably turn with my vehicle. Dang it. All right, the tough part's going to be not crashing with this vehicle, actually, it seems like. All right. I just went through the gate. I don't know how I did that, but I totally went through the gate. Why am I so terrible at driving this thing? That was a terrible start, but I need some practice. I need some practice to actually turn this thing. What? That worked almost? Okay. I was swerving a little bit there, though. Come on. Oh, a little bit wide. Little bit. All right, I feel like I need to adjust my turning speed here. My speed is at 0.2. Let's go up to 0.7 for the turning speed. I think the angle's okay. But I think I just need to be able to turn a little bit faster. Come on. Don't hit the gate. Oh, that was close. That was a good start, though. That was a good start. Okay, straighten out. Good. All right, turn. Straighten out. Good. What are we at? We're 12 seconds? How did they get 17 seconds? All right, come on. Oh, no. All right, I'm still going for it. Oh, I can't go for it anymore. All right, that was going to be a good time, though. It wasn't going to be 17 seconds, but it was going to be a decent time. All right, here we go again. Oh, that was perfect. That was perfect. Let's take the turn wide. Go in. Turn, turn, turn. That was good. All right, we have one lap. One lap down. Let's hold it together, ScrapMan. Don't overcompensate. We're doing okay. These aren't the most perfect turns, but we're doing okay. All right, I don't think I could do much better than that. And we're at almost double the time as first place. How can you get much faster than this? All right, I'm gonna do a complete rebuild because I just don't think we have a good starting point here. I don't know, I feel like they must be exploiting something. There's no way they have a car. Like, maybe, what if they have like a flying vehicle that goes through it really fast? You think that could work? I don't know. But we're gonna try to do the best we can with a car. And you know what I'm realizing? These flat connectors, we might be able to use these flat connectors to our advantage because the 1x2 flat connector is 0.1 kilograms as opposed to the small grid block, which is 0.3 kilograms. So if we can replace any grid blocks with flat connectors, we're gonna lower our weight, which will increase our speed. We have 10 power cores to use. And here's the costs of everything here. So a Dragon engine is 3, a Dragon jet engine is 3, so we can only have 3 of those total. So I want to do a comparison, because look at the power of the Dragon engine is 10,000, and the power of the Dragon jet engine is 300. So let's see, what does 3 Dragon engines compare to 3 Dragon jet engines as far as speed goes? You know what's probably the best thing to do is let's go to the drag strip to test out optimal speed configurations. But before we do that, we have to actually design the vehicle. So let's do that first. All right, so this is pretty much the most bare bones thing I could have made, I think, with 10 power cores. We have the Bulldog engine on the front here. We have 3 Dragon jet engines on the back. I used only connectors to get out to the front wheels here, and I had to use the grid blocks to get to the back wheels here in order to keep it a little bit even and also be able to attach the thrusters to the other side. So let's see how fast this thing is going to go on the drag strip, but then I'm going to replace these Dragon jet engines with normal Dragon engines and see what the speed comparison is over on the drag strip. But let's just hop in this thing really quick. Ooh, that steering is going to be way too sharp. Look how sharp that steering is. Look at that. Well, I mean, it feels good, though. Like, it feels like we can keep our control pretty well. We actually might want that. Who knows? Oh, boy. Oh, no, we're drifting. Ooh, that was bad. Let's just hover the rest of our way over here. All right, here we go. All we got to do is just stay straight on this drag strip, and we're going to see how fast this thing goes. All right, that was a perfect start. What's our max speed? We're going to watch our max speed down at the bottom here. 240, 245, 246. We did it in 9.739 seconds. All right, so now let's go ahead and delete these jet engines and replace them with normal engines. What do I say? 246 was our max speed. So now let's see how these do. All right, so now, whoa, now this thing has so much more acceleration though, because the power actually goes directly to the wheels and not just thrust. So this is going to be interesting. Oh, I can't even like slow down enough to get in here. All right, we didn't do that quite as good as we should have, but I have no thrust anymore. 149. We're maxed out. We are completely maxed out at 149. And yeah, this is way worse. So these engines are 30,000 power on the wheels compared to only 900 power of thrust with the jet engines. And the jet engines just demolish these things. So that is good to know. But I mean, the acceleration, the big difference is the acceleration though. So the engines really do well for acceleration, but not max speed. And I'm wondering, what are we gonna want more on this tarmac over here? Let's try both. Let's see how good we can do with both. The main issue is gonna be control though, I think, is not spinning out on the turns. Whoops. Excellent control there, huh? So let's try it with the engines first, just because it's a little bit, I think it's a little bit more manageable than the thrust, and I'm curious to see how it does with control. All right, that was a good start. That was a good start. Now the question is, can we turn without, oh, this is good. This is good. Oh yeah, we are maxing out though. So the fact that we're able to max out for so long means that this is gonna do not nearly as well as the actual thrusters are. But this is a good benchmark for feeling out the control, the turning radius of this vehicle, which is great. I'm really surprised that we're not spinning out or anything. But, what was it? Like 45 seconds was our first one. What was our best time in this league, though? 20-something? 27 seconds. So, yeah, this is way worse than our last attempt. But let's check out the thrusters now. See how the thrusters do. So this is probably going to be a lot harder to control, but we'll see if we can beat 27 seconds, which is my previous record. Here we go. All right, that was a decent start. It could have been better. Ooh, look at that drift, though. Oh, that is not good. You know what? Maybe I should roll around the turns instead of jetting around the turns. I don't know. Oh, that doesn't feel too... Actually, that's not too bad. That's not too bad. I don't know what the best way is. I feel like we're losing more time than we should be on these turns. Oh. All right, we're holding it together. We're holding it together. Come on. Come on. Ah, we still didn't beat our last time. How did we not beat the last time? Aerodynamics. We need to add aerodynamics to this thing. I think that might actually help us out. So let's try this out. I don't know. We'll see if this makes a difference. Let's try this new version of this vehicle out. All right, here we go. Come on. Ooh, I feel faster already. Oh, that was terrible. Oh, that was an absolutely terrible start, though. All right, let's see. How do we supposed to do these turns, though? Because this thing it gets too much momentum and then just can't turn. All right, we go wide. Ugh. Should I add a little bit of four-wheel steering? But I feel like the big issue right now is I can't actually turn very effectively. I'm gonna do something really weird here. Rather than adding rear wheel steering, I'm just gonna see what happens if I have this right here. Because we just took away 10 kilograms, because one of these tires weighs 10 kilograms. But we should be able to get a higher max speed. Whoa! Okay. Okay, turning. Okay. It changed the turning quite a bit. All right, I got a new version of the vehicle with four-wheel steering. I'm assuming this is going to be too much. I might have to lessen the four-wheel steering, but I was actually surprised that the wheels don't actually collide with my own vehicle, it seems like. But this steering is really extreme now, and let's see how it happens at high speeds. Come on. All right, here we go. And, oh, no, too much. Oh, wait, okay. All right, we're getting the hang of it now. So yeah, the rear wheels I'm definitely gonna have to tone down just a little bit. Oh, it's so difficult. So difficult. Okay, let's just cancel this. Yeah, let's just cancel this. All right, so I'm really gonna turn down the angle. Let's go like 10 degrees around, but like the same speed. So see, it's gonna be a lot less. So hopefully it'll help me actually turn, but it won't overdo things. Let's find out. All right. Okay, maybe not enough. Maybe I can go a little bit more. Oh, wait, no, it's still not doing good. It's still not doing good. I just got a crazy new idea for a completely different kind of vehicle. All right, this is probably one of the weirder looking cars that I've actually built. And this is actually a lot of it's thanks to the new connector pieces, because I have these spoilers connected to the jet engines, connected to the seat and stuff from these connection hinges on the bottom here. So I'm hoping that there's going to be enough downforce on each set of wheels, because the spoiler is the axle for these wheels. And then we have 3 jet engines on it, 1 Bulldog engine in the back, and it turns in the middle like this. So we have 1 steering hinge. So I have no idea what to expect from this thing. Is it going to turn too sharp? Is it going to be okay? So let's see how this thing does. The main thing is going to be the control. Can I control it? All right, here we go. Come on. Oh, that was a perfect start. And moment of truth. Okay. Oh, too much. Oh, and we're gone. All right, well, this vehicle was just a bad idea. I mean, it looks kind of cool. It's an interesting concept, but it's a bad idea for this particular purpose. Let's go back to this thing. Let's see if we can actually get this thing to stay in control enough. You know what? I'm going to try something here. I don't think this jet engine or this Bulldog engine is really doing us any favors. So I'm going to replace the Bulldog engine with a downwards thruster here. Just like that. So now we have a downwards thruster right in the front of our vehicle. And I'm really hoping that that just gives us some extra grip. All right, and that made a huge difference in turning. We might be onto something here, because I don't think the Bulldog engine really does anything for our speed, to be honest. But now, but now look at our turning abilities. It's really, really sensitive between not doing enough and doing too much. Like, look at this. All right, guys, I think I may be onto something here. Rather than adding tail fins to prevent ourselves from oversteering, I decided to add my fins a little bit more to my center of my body, so that way it's not going to be as extreme of an effect. But I think I can now hold the thrust through the turn without spinning out like wild. So let's see how this thing goes. Because I think that's the key, is I have to maintain my velocity through the turns rather than slowing down for the sake of control. Oh, we did not get a good start there. But let's just do a test run of this vehicle really quick. Because look, yeah, look how much faster that is. And look at that, I'm not even spinning out. And that's all because of those tail fins right on the side of my cockpit there. Oh, look at that, so much better. I better beat 27 seconds with this. Or I better at least be able to. Come on, straighten out. Oh, no. Oh, we were doing good. We were doing good. All right, that was a decent start. Are we going to be using the race cam for this one, which makes this look so much faster. Look at the blur. Look at the blur. This is awesome. This feels so much faster, but I know it's not. I know I'm not going to get a better time anyway, but it just feels so much cooler. Look at this. This is great. Oh, come on. 22 seconds, 23. Come on, do it, do it, do it, do it, do it, do it. We didn't do it. We still didn't do it. 27.9. All right, well, apparently we can't beat this thing with a land vehicle, so I'm just going to do one last-ditch effort and try to build something that can fly controllably enough to get through this. I really don't think I'm going to be able to do it, but one last-ditch effort. I have no idea how to make a flying vehicle this controllable. Or fast, for that matter. All right, well, I've made an attempt here, and I just don't see how a flying craft is possible to be that controllable through this whole thing. And so this is what I've come up with. The tough part is actually getting off the ground in the first place. Actually, that wasn't too bad. But then controlling it once you're off the ground, like, it's so hard to keep it level and just go across the ground too. Like, I really don't see how a flying vehicle is going to do this. And I also really don't see how a land vehicle is going to get 17 seconds. So if this guy did it legit, then I'm impressed. I would love to see the vehicle that can do this thing in 17 seconds. All right, so I can't make a good enough land vehicle and I can't make a good enough air vehicle. So I was thinking, what about a hover vehicle? Because they don't have as much friction. But then I remembered that hover blocks also take power cores. So I can't really imagine making a hovercraft that can go fast enough because they also take up power cores. So that's going to limit the amount of thrust you can put on it. But just out of curiosity, I kind of actually want to see what we can do. So what if I just do three hover pads? And then we can use the helicopter engine for turning. Yeah, so that works there. And then all we need to do is just add our thrust. And we have enough room for 2 thrusters. All right, then we can just put our thrust right there. And here we go. We have the most lightweight hovercraft that we can possibly have here. And oh man, the turning is intense. Okay, go, go. Oh, I can't turn this thing. Oh wait, can I adjust the speed of the servo? I might actually be able to adjust the speed of the servo. This thing actually isn't terrible. Here, let's go back. Let's see if we can adjust the speeds of the servo. We might be onto something here. All right, that does adjust the speed. Excellent. Okay, so now let's see if this does any better. Probably not, but we have like the smallest possible hovercraft, I think. Whoop. Go, 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 go. Go, 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 go. All right, we gotta turn. We gotta turn. Oh, I'm doing this terribly. There's a better way to do this. There's a better way to do this, and I am just not doing it. And you know what? Our speed is actually kind of crazy right now. And we can go over the uneven part. We might be onto something here. We might be onto something here. I just have to time my turns. The turning is the only thing. I take so much time. Whoops. I take so much time trying to counteract my speed on those turns. Oh, that was perfect. All right, start turning now. Start turning now. Oh, we just slow down so much. So I don't think this is, I actually don't think anymore that this is it. I no longer think that this is the way to go. No, we're already at almost 17 seconds. And we haven't even completed 1 lap in 17 seconds. But this doesn't, like, it doesn't feel terrible. It's just you really gotta counteract your momentum so much. Yeah, it's just really hard to pick up any amount of speed that you're not going to have to just slow down to neutralize in order to go around a turn. You can't actually carry your momentum through the turn as much as you just kind of slow yourself down. So there's definitely, yeah, this is just not, hovercraft I don't think are the way to go. For like something with less extreme turns, maybe. But definitely not this course. Look at that, 35, 36 seconds. I thought we were on something there for a second, but we've exhausted our options. We've tried hover pads, we've tried flying, we've tried using the track wheels, the racing wheels, and it doesn't appear that I'm capable of using any of these things to beat 17 seconds or get even close. So let me know if you guys who have the game have tried this and what times you got. And if you can beat my score of 27 seconds, I'd love to see what you guys have actually made. So why don't you go ahead and post those blueprints in the Discord, in the community creations, and I'd love to take a look at those if you have any. But anyway, I've been at this for almost 2 hours now, so I'm gonna go ahead and call this the end of the episode. Leave a like if you liked it, and let me know if you have any pointers on the ways I could have improved my vehicles here. I definitely had a lot of fun experimenting with it, so hopefully we'll be able to get some better luck in future episodes with other challenges. And speaking of which, why don't you leave some challenges down in the comments? Let me know what you'd like to see in Trailmakers, and I'll try to do my best to find some good ones and take on some of your challenges. Anyway, this has been ScrapMan, and I'll see you next time. Bye.